Hello and welcome back. Today is Tuesday, February 25th. I have your 4 best bets for you in the NBA today. As always, if you're new to the channel, please leave a like and subscribe down below. Makes me know you like the content. Let me know down below what's your favorite play on this LA LUKA Doncic, the trade that we've all been talking about, the day we've been all waiting for. Today is that day. Let me know down below what's your favorite play in the NBA. 7-game NBA slate to hear today. It's the Luka Dallas Mavericks game. This is the game everyone's going to be watching. This is the game everyone's going to have circled on their. Everyone's going to be watching this one on their. I was going to say on their calendars, but today's the day. There's no reason to circle it on your calendar. Today is the day. We got some other pretty good matchups here overall. Cleveland, Orlando. That was the great 7-game series last year in the playoffs. I'm excited for that. I wish Jayson Suggs, I don't think will be playing in this one. But over under close spread 5.5. There's 2 games here today that have plus 10 spreads overall. That's the Celtics and the Warriors. Didn't even realize the Warriors were playing the Hornets, but that spread's 15.5. I am good on that game. And then Phoenix, Memphis. It's always fun when those 2 teams are out. The highest over under on the day, 244. I think that's at 245 already right now. But then San Antonio Pelicans, they're running it back from the other day. No Wemby, so that game lost a little zest overall. 7-game slate. I got 4 plays here that I absolutely love. And before we jump into today's action, we got to recap yesterday's plays. And yesterday in the NBA, ended up going 3-2 in best bets. Could have easily been a 5-0 sweep, and it could have easily been the other way around. I'm being honest with you. That's just how it goes. But the Josh Giddey was the most solid play that I could give you on the day. Josh Giddey cashed in the first half. He was a monster. I think he finished the game with 16 rebounds. He was incredible. 16 rebounds, 16 assists. He was a monster. Helped that Vooch got ruled out like right before tip-off, which was weird, but Josh Giddey, he's been the real MVP. 3 straight overs. He looks like the only competent player on this Bulls team, and the Bulls just dominated the 76ers in the ultimate tank-off game, which I'm a little disappointed, but I'm excited if these young guys ball. Like, I'm not going to be that mad over it overall, but Jamal Murray, 14 points in the first half. I felt great. I think he was like 4 for 4 from 3 fouls. He had the foul trouble in the first half. I was like, man, the foul trouble will probably go away. This game is looking pretty close. Then the Denver Nuggets kind of ran away with it overall. Finished the game with 16 points. And like I said, the foul trouble was in the first half. Finished the game. He missed like 4 shots in a row in the fourth quarter, and it was pretty much donezo after that one. Trae Young assist. That one wasn't donezo overall. I think he had 0 assists in the first half, or in the first quarter, or 1, and then finished the game with 12. What a guy overall. He's a real MVP with that. I think he had 5 or 4 straight within the last 3 minutes in the first half. It was awesome. He was a real MVP yesterday. Late in the fourth quarter, took care of business. Naz Reid, he is someone else that took care of business. 2 points in the first half. I went on with my night. I'm being honest. I turned that game off. I started cleaning. I started doing all this for tomorrow, prepping for today, making sure I was all ready to go. And then I come back, and then I'm like, oh, Naz Reid cashed his over. Check, the game went to overtime. What a great game overall. I can't believe Minnesota won that game. I think they were down so many, 16 points, 16-0 run at the end of the game. And then Edwards with that block to save the game. What a great matchup last night. And then DeMar DeRozan. It was the Zach LaVine show, I'm not going to lie. First half, I think he had 14 points, assists in the first half, and then finished the game at 21, 4 shy, 2 baskets, and he got subbed out, I think, in the start of the fourth quarter, and I knew it was over. That game was getting close to danger zone overall, and DeMar was never going to come back out, even though he would easily hit those 2 buckets for us to cash the over, but it was the Zach LaVine game. He dropped, I think, 40-plus, shot 8 threes. He was incredible last night overall, but that was yesterday, 3-2 day yesterday. I'm wanting a 4-0 sweep. 4-0 sweep would be awesome to start off the week here. Let's just jump into it. For my first play of the day, going to be in this Boston Celtics-Toronto Raptors matchup here. 227 over-under, and Jayson Tatum dominates this team on the glass and in the assist game. So give me JT over 13.5 rebounds, assists, coming in at minus 135 on DraftKings. He's gotten this over 3 for his last 5 with 3 straight 21, 21, and 19 rebounds, assists per game. So he's been on fire, grabbing boards again like he used to, and passing the ball here overall. And he's got this over 3 for his last 4 against this Raptors team, averaging 17 rebounds, assists per game. With his last 4 against the Raptors, him having 20, 20, 11, and then 17 in his most recent game against them overall. So he has a great history of getting the over against this Toronto Raptors team overall. I do like this number up to 14.5. I did see it was plus money right before I made the video here early in the morning. Then it jumped down to 13.5. I'm going to take 13.5 all day, even though I kind of a little sprinkled 14, thinking the video was going to be at 14, and I saw 13. You guys don't want to hear me ramble anymore about that. Overall, why I love it so much is Toronto allows the 7th most rebounds and the 7th most assists to the power forward position on the season. These last 30 games, Toronto allows the 3rd most rebounds to the power forward position. These last 15 games, Toronto allows the 6th most rebounds to the power forward position and the 3rd most in these last 7 games. So they've been getting killed on the glass here, and I think JT is going to be passing the ball way more than he does because he doesn't really get his point total over against this Toronto Raptors team, but he does pass the ball a lot overall. These last 5 games, the potential assists and the potential rebounds have gone up. On the season, he had averaging 11 potential assists per game and 13 rebound chances per game. These last 5, 14 potential assists per game and 13 rebound chances. So the assists have gone up these last 5 games, so I think that's a great opportunity here overall. And Toronto is giving up some big games to the big man overall. Nikola Jovic had 10. Evan Mobley had 20. Dylan Brooks had 9. Triple J, 9. His over was 8.5. Kawhi, P. Will, and then Io had 12 rebounds, assists. All got their overs against this Toronto team. They'll be getting killed. My projections have him at 16 rebounds, assists in this matchup. So I think it's a great spot here overall. I played up to 14.5. I wouldn't do 15.5, but I think everyone's going to see 14.5 as the day goes on. So give me Jayson Tatum over 13.5 rebounds, assists. I'm going to jump into the next matchup here that I have, which is Milwaukee versus Houston. 227 over under, 4-point spread. I thought it was a little weird looking at the Rockets being a favorite here in this matchup with Giannis playing his normal minutes. He just played 30-plus minutes. They're making a late season playoff push here. And this number for Giannis seems a little too low. So give me Giannis Antetokounmpo to go over 43.5 points, rebounds, assists. Coming in at minus 112 on FanDuel. Rockets, these last 7 games, allow the 3rd most rebounds and the 7th most assists to the power forward position. So Giannis should be able to dominate. He's gotten this over 3 for his last 5, averaging 42.2 points, rebounds, assists per game. With the last game he just played, he played 30-plus minutes, had 46 PRAs in that matchup. So we love it when he's back to his normal playing time, and he's been killing the Rockets. He's gotten this over 4 for his last 6 against this Rockets team, averaging 41.7 PRAs. Love that overall. 30-plus minutes, he's back to his normal playing time overall. He has a 83% hit rate on the season when he plays 30-plus minutes, averaging 50.6 PRA, so we get a nice discount here. They're not used to him being fully back with the playing time, so we get a nice number here overall. When he plays 25-plus minutes, you're like, oh, Chris, what if he plays less minutes than 30 like last game? Maybe last game was an anomaly. When he plays 25-plus minutes, he gets the over 77% of the time, averaging 49.8 PRA, so I feel great about this spot overall. The last time he did play the Rockets, he did have 37 PRAs, which was pretty recently here overall, but the last season he played them, he had 46 and 67 PRAs. His last 3 in Houston, he had 63, 38, and 67 PRA, so I love it. He's gonna have a dominant game here. They are the underdog, and it's a high over-under game, so I love that even more. I expect him to go 28, 11, and 6, which has put us right at 45 PRAs here. So right on the money here overall. 65% hit rate on the road this season, averaging 47 PRAs overall. His volume is back to his normal volume last game, 18 shots. On the season, he's averaging 18 field goal attempts per game overall. Which, like I said, overall, love that he's back to the 30-minute mark. So Giannis, I think this is a little discount here. I think the next games here is going to go back up to that 46 number here, or 44 or 45. So if we get a nice number here overall. And Houston's given up some big games recently to the power forward position in these last 10. Jaden McDaniels had 30 PRAs. Jimmy B, 31. AD in his return game had 49. Nas, 30. And Josh Hart, 32. So they've been getting killed by the power forward position. The Bucks being on the road, them being in the underdog in this matchup, I think is a great spot for Giannis with who's back to his normal minutes. So give me Giannis Antetokounmpo to go over 43.5 points, rebounds, assists. Woo! Next game here, the highest over-under on the day, 244.5 was what I wrote down, but I think I just saw it was at 245 here overall. And Ja Morant, you killed the Phoenix Suns in the past here. Can you do me a solid and just do it here for us? So give me Ja Morant to go over 21.5 points, coming in -125 on DraftKings. The Suns, these last 30 games, allowed the second most points and the fourth most threes to the point guard position. So Ja has a great opportunity here where he's killed this Suns team in the past. He's gone over 6 for his last 7, averaging 26.7 points per game. With his last 4, him scoring 34, 29, 27, and 26 in his most recent matchup. So he's killed them pretty recently overall, where they just had a game on February 11th where he dropped 26 points, like I said. He's only gotten this over 2 for his last 5, averaging 19.6. With last night's game, he dropped 21. The game before that, 23. So this could be a little closer here overall, but I think the Suns game, the Suns will be an extra motivation, and them not being the best at guarding the point guard position these last 7 games, allowing the 7th most points to the point guard position. I think Ja is going to have a great opportunity here. 245 over under, so even better, high-paced game overall. These last 5 games, Ja has been playing pretty much normal minutes. 32 minutes per, averaging 33.5 minutes per game these last 5 games. When Ja plays 32 minutes in a game, he gets the over 75% of the time. And in these last 4 games, he played over that 4 times. So 75% hit rate when he plays over 32 minutes per game overall. And then Phoenix has been getting murdered by point guards. Absolutely murdered. The sun is hot on them when they have played point guards. Quickly, 23, Giddey 24, CP3 was CP13 that night. Ahmed Thompson 18, Jamal Murray 30, Isaiah Collier 15, my bad. That was the next one. SGA 50 plus points, and then Scoot 15 and 13 and back-to-back, where his over-under was 10.5. He's dominated. The Suns have been getting dominated by the point guard position here overall. My projections have him at 23 plus points in this matchup. Plus matchup overall, 245 over under. They're the favorite here at, I think they're at home here overall. Great history of getting the over. I think the Suns are going to come out to play in this matchup after last night's blunder in Toronto. So give me Ja Morant to try his best to beat this Suns team, and I bet he will. So give me Ja Morant over 21.5 points. Jumping into the final play of the day. Pretty much everyone's favorite play of the day. The LA LUKA Doncic. That's my new LUKA Doncic. Gotta love it. Could say anything to this man. I'm a narrative guy. I love a little extra narrative into a story here. And LUKA Doncic, man, he got traded from the team he never thought he was going to get traded from. He has finally just scored a 32-plus point game against the Denver Nuggets. Now he plays his former team here. So give me LUKA Doncic over 30.5 points, coming in at -130 on FanDuel. Like I said, this is pretty much just a narrative mostly play. I think everyone in America is going to be on this. I bet you'll get a FanDuel DraftKings boost somewhere. It says like, oh, take this. Get LUKA Doncic projected points here. But I'm just going to stay with the point total here. Coming off of a 32-point game, Dallas, these last 15 games, allowed the 5th most points to the point guard position. So I think LUKA is going to play a lot of minutes here. He's played 2 straight 30-plus minute games, so he's back into good conditioning, where this Mavs team never thought he was in good condition overall. He's going to take as many shots as he wants here. LeBron, I think, does a good job on letting his players deferring to LUKA here, because he's extra motivated in this spot here overall. I think LUKA's going to take the most shots here tonight. If anything, my only betting advice would just wait. If you don't have a number that you want, I think 30.5 is a great number. I think he'll probably have a dominant game. But if you want to wait for a better number that you want, I would wait till right before tip-off. Normally these lines come crashing down after the whole public, including me, hammers his over all day. I would wait unless you see a number that you like right now. And if you never get a number that you like, I think a nice pivot play would be LUKA Doncic 4+ threes. He just had 4 threes in his last game. His last 4 games, even with the minutes restriction, he had 8, 9, 9, and 10. 8, 9, 9, and 9 3-point attempts in his last 4 games as a Laker. So steady volume shooting the 3 overall. So if you can't get to that 30-plus points and you wanted to take something with this Luka over, I would also alternatively say 4+ threes for Luka Doncic in this matchup here overall. But I'm taking him over 30.5 points. I think he's going to have a dominant game. 227 over under. Lakers are at home. They're going to show off their shiny toys. So give me Luka Doncic over 30.5 points coming in at 130 on FanDuel. Those are my 4 best bets for you in the NBA. Let's just jump over them. Again, Luka Doncic over 30.5, what I just said. John Morant over 21.5 on DraftKings. Giannis Antetokounmpo over 43 PRAs. And then JT over 13.5 rebounds, assists. Nice chalky day for me. Taking some brand names here on this Tuesday. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day. Hopefully we get a 4-0 sweep and start off this week even better. Or hopefully these guys don't have like a horrible or blowout games. No blowout games. Let's have all these games be close and good. Let me know down below if you want a same-game parlay for this Lakers-Mavs matchup here. Won't be throwing, I may be throwing Luka points, not to like over crazy, but like maybe a little down. But I know FanDuel's offering a 50% profit boost, and I bet as the day goes on, we're going to keep getting hammered with like Luka Doncic stuff. Just like how I just hammered that over with you guys, you're going to be seeing it all day. I'm going to be seeing it all day, but 7-game slate. I'm excited for this matchup, all these matchups here overall. Hopefully having a wonderful day. Keep on smiling, and I will see you in the next one.